To do this very, very briefly. I'm gonna put the frequencies at the end. But to make a long story short, I believe I found the resolution. I wanted to talk about it earlier, but I was too busy getting a lot of my shit back to the issue with the Mount Bad Windsors and Rothschilds and getting your shit back. With them, 1248 hertz is effective, and I was playing it today in conjunction with 3002 hertz to get shit back. But I saw through what little of my third eye, they keep attacking that and all of that, and I got Meghan Markle. I had to play 5300 hertz intermittently, just to stab her off, eating up my consciousness, as I said before. They're the Mountbatten Windsors and all of them, Meghan Markle included. She was made from my mother and my, in my DNA. As for my parents, I was born May 14, 1983 in New Orleans, Louisiana, and I saw them trying to infiltrate it recently, her and Eugenia Mountbatten Windsor. Anyways, they're cyborgs, and I heard in my consciousness, I heard her theme song playing where it was chomp chomp, I'm going downtown to get some, a person who, doesn't live a conventional life, like people who are a drug user, who goes, over excessively. Rich people do it too, so I don't know why, people judge poor people harshly for that. Um, People who are deemed expendable, unfortunately. And she thought, I came up with so many fucking codes and frequencies, it's not even funny. But anyway, she's an energy vampire. And what she does is, if she, she eats people's consciousnesses. Her and Harry Windsor, if they don't, they go what they call in tranquil because they don't have their own consciousness. They have higher to higher selves who are like, I call them will-o'-the-wisp dark entities, and you've seen them on TV that are like mist and shit, think of the Shadow Man, but much more fucking some scary shit, reminds me of Deep State shit. Anyways, what they'll do is, for these intranquil motherfuckers, kind of reminds me of what I was called when, my initial curse first hit. And them roaches have been seriously protecting the fuck out of my ass. They came in one night, and the thing about them is, this is how I know they under God. They need permission to be able to come in. Without permission, they can't come in. It's not like these motherfuckers could just arbitrarily it's done. With that being said, they need permission too to come, so don't form any line. Don't deal with them fucking people. I'm not going to go into too many details. I would have not dealt with them no matter what. With that being said, the way to get your shit back from them is when you're dealing with it, because that shit's hard to deal with. In conjunction with feeding off of you, they'll snatch up, like I saw them do Santa Muerte. You in turn y'all into entity attachments that lives on their right side. I saw that with Jacob Rothschild and his family. Just, I'm doing a little bit of Palo My Young Beds. That's why I'm using frequency. It's a lot better. I wish my third eye was up to par, be able to eliminate them motherfuckers. They wouldn't even be a problem, but frequency helps. That would be this shit. Anyways, I saw through what little of my third eye I got. 1165 hertz. I also kind of heard from them 1185, but I saw it through the third eye. I'm also thinking 1288 hertz, and I was playing that. And that was pretty effective. I had to rescue my road spirits. It's good for getting your shit back from them without having to go through a lot of bullshit. And my day has been a lot better ever since that time. For my little spirit team, especially my road spirits, they totally dwindled. I wish I would have been up on my shit before. They dwindled them down to like where they fucking nubs. And I've been having to use like 1.98 hertz, 1.95 hertz, God for some I've used 300-400 hertz corrective to get them motherfuckers back. With that being said, that shit ain't no motherfucking joke to go up against. That shit was, the roaches were trying to help. They put it in my consciousness so I could be able to deal with them a lot better. But that was some hard as hell shit to deal with. They'll fucking run circles, snatch up your shit, and make it fucking mad hard. It's like the most elusive shit to deal with, and it's in and it's external. I've also, because the energy vampires, been playing 451 hertz, 452 hertz. There's some frequencies for energy vampires. I discovered it. I looked them up through my third eye when I was staying at First to Serve on Fig. Singing about today and looking at videos of Fig. I was looking at back on Fig. I miss that area. The people were fucking nice as hell. I miss, during this sad time, that particular period. Heard Harry and them in the spirit plane when died on May the 1st, 2024, went up there and people ran them out with using my shit, my spiritual powers and all that as power to the people. Anyways, with that being said, the key to getting rid of that, if you ever come across them evil ass motherfuckers, because those are some, they were setting up things with me and Baron Samity to form a grid. I actually came up with a Hitler frequency, I call it, which is 110 hertz combined with 113 hertz, which gets rid of them. from the road spirit somebody was going to come up with something more effective for the asses. It's more specifically for the Rothschilds. And it's just, my great-great-grandmother, Edith Stein, is Jewish. She was Jewish, and they fucked that poor lady up and got her operating at the soul consciousness and manipulating her bad. You can use at as many zeros at the end and beginning of this Bible. 694 hertz, 695 hertz, 1181 hertz to C. All the zeros just enhance the power. You know, it's been helpful during this time to, circumvent shit. Anyways, to make a long story short, that shit was, it's been a while since my mind has been clear. And when I started using it today, I wasn't sure. My road spirits was like, just keep up with it. You're on the right track. You're doing the right thing. Don't divert. And hopefully the motherfuckers, the Mount Bad Wind Rothschild to make market don't manipulate this. I'm happy to be on the right track. Like I say, she's been eating my consciousness and all of that, and I palpably felt that shit. With that being said, it's good to get that shit expunged, and my road spirit saw, them motherfuckers were the cause of. I got a lot of my shit torn out, and I believe Santa Muerte, most of my road spirits, been protecting me. With that being